I make this strawberry cake more than any other dessert in my kitchen. Not because it's fancy, it isn't, but because it works every single time, and people always ask for the recipe. So let's start with the strawberries. Tops off, chop them into bite-sized pieces. Now we're gonna add all the chopped strawberries to the saucepan. Next, we're gonna add a 1/4 cup of sugar and just 1 tablespoon of water. Place the saucepan on the stove over medium heat and cook the strawberries, stirring them occasionally. You'll want to let them come to a boil. Then switch to a whisk and keep stirring as it cooks until the bubbling settles down and the mixture thickens into a nice jam-like consistency. Pour the jam into a clean bowl. Run a spatula through it. Your jam is ready when it drips slowly in thick drops instead of running like a syrup. It'll thicken even more as it cools. Now let's make the chocolate cake layers. Grab a bowl and a sifter and add in 1½ cups of all-purpose flour. Then add 2/3 of a cup of unsweetened cocoa powder, 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, and 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Sift all the dry ingredients together. Add 1/2 teaspoon of salt to balance the flavors, and give it all a quick stir. Set this aside for now. Take a clean bowl and add 1 stick of butter, melted. Then pour in about 1/3 of a cup of vegetable oil, 1/2 cup of granulated sugar, and 1/2 cup of brown sugar. Whisk everything together until well combined and smooth. The white sugar adds sweetness, while the brown sugar adds moisture and a deeper flavor. Now you'll need 2 large eggs. Just crack them right into the mixture. Whisk them in until fully combined. I always recommend using room temperature eggs. They mix into the batter much more easily. Now we're going to add the dry ingredients, but only half of them, and whisk them into the wet mixture we made, starting from the center and moving out toward the edges. Next, we'll need 1 1/3 cups of milk. Add just half of it for now, and whisk it all again to bring everything together. We're adding the dry ingredients and milk in batches to prevent lumps and to get a smooth, even batter. Add the rest of the dry ingredients and milk, and give it one final mix. This is exactly the consistency we're looking for. Grab 2 6-inch round cake pans and make sure to generously butter the sides. For the bottoms, just pop in a round of parchment paper. Pour the batter into the pans, dividing it as evenly as possible. You can also use a kitchen scale to make sure both pans get the same amount. Use a spatula to spread the batter evenly in the pan and smooth out the top. Gently tap the pans on the counter. This will help the batter settle and remove air bubbles. Now let's put the pans into the oven. Bake the cakes for about 40 to 45 minutes. Once done, let them sit in the pans for about 30 minutes so they can set. Then run a spatula or a knife around the edges to help release the cakes from the pans. Carefully turn the cakes out onto a wire rack. Peel off the parchment paper and let them cool down slightly. Once cooled, carefully slice off the tops to even the cakes out. Then we're going to slice each cake in half to get 4 even layers for assembling. And let the layers cool completely. All right, let's make our frosting. First, you'll need 1 stick of softened butter, and you'll want to beat it until it's really smooth and creamy, just for a couple of minutes. Don't overmix, or it can get too soft and lose its structure. Next, add 1 package of cream cheese, and we're going to beat it together with the butter. Make sure both the butter and cream cheese are softened but not melted. Then add half a cup of powdered sugar and beat everything again. I'm also adding a bit of vanilla extract. And of course, add that delicious strawberry jam we made. And we're going to beat everything together again, just for a couple of minutes, until it's nice and smooth and fully combined. Now I'm going to transfer it to a piping bag. It'll make it much easier to work with later. Chill the frosting in the fridge for about an hour so it firms up nicely. All right, time to assemble the cake. Pipe a border of frosting around the edge of the first layer. Then add a few spoonfuls of the jam we made and spread it evenly inside the border. Add a few spoonfuls of finely chopped strawberries and spread them evenly over the jam. There's no need to soak the cake layers. The strawberry jam already keeps the sponge moist and tender. By the way, if this is your kind of dessert, dropping a like and subscribing is the best way to make sure you catch all my easy recipes. Carefully add the 4th layer on top, then add some of that frosting, and spread it over the top and sides in a thin layer. Then chill the cake in the refrigerator for 10 to 15 minutes so the frosting can set. This makes it easier to get a clean, smooth finish. Spread the frosting all over the cake again. You can decorate the top and sides if you want to, using your spatula to create soft patterns in the frosting. Finally, let's press halved strawberries on top of the frosting to decorate the cake. Chill the cake in the fridge for a few hours so the frosting can set and the layers firm up. All right, time to make a cup of tea and enjoy the cake. The soft chocolate layers, fresh strawberry filling, and creamy frosting. All the flavors work so well together. Trust me, you'll want to make this cake right away. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time.